Showboat Sports, guys. Glad you guys are back to the channel. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit more about Jermell Charlo calls out Canelo for Undisputed. So we're going to talk about that. But before we do, I'd like to say if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Share with your friends. Tell everybody else come on in, because this is the channel where we talk about all kind of stuff. Everything boxing. We stand on the square, and no boxer gets a pass. You know what I mean? So right now, what we're going to do is what we always do every night is we always open up the phone lines. And right now, the phone lines are opening up. You guys will see the number scrolling across the bottom of your screen, and the phone lines are open. We leave the phone line open throughout the whole show because we let people call in. If you got some smoke you want to get off your chest, feel free. If somebody says something is just too much to type or just something you got to say over the phone, feel free to call in. We always leave the phone up. If you hear somebody on the phone, allow them to get ready to come off before you guys call in. So we won't hear a lot of the beeping noises, but we give everybody a little bit of time. So just say what you got to say, and then we'll go ahead and let you get on off the phone and get back into there and keep this thing going. But anyway, I don't know if you guys know this, but Jermell Charlo put out on one of his lives today. Then he was calling out Canelo Alvarez, and he said, "Why don't we do undisputed for undisputed with Charlo that pick?" But he said people told him off. I mean, it's time for you to get off your phone. You know what I mean? Because they want to watch what he says. Because we all know that. I tell you, the funniest thing about boxing is you get these boxers out here, they getting their feelings, man. If you say one thing, man, I ain't gonna want to fight, or this and that, it's always some silliness that goes on, man. It used to be a time in boxing that fighters could go out and say what they want, challenge anybody, say some of the outlandish stuff, and be ready to stand on their square. And some of them did stand on the square. I remember back in the day, Floyd Mayweather pushed Diego Corrales and was trying to fight Diego Corrales because Diego Corrales was the boogeyman in that division for real. You know, nobody wanted to fight Diego Corrales. And it's understandably why. Because Diego Corrales was a beast. Man. Hey, that beast unleashed on Robert Garcia, too. You know what I mean? Robert Garcia was a good fighter. Uh, uh, I think he had like a lot of good instinct. Robert Garcia. I did. I liked Robert Garcia, but it was one of those things that you know how it goes. But anyway, Robert got beat by Diego Corrales. Floyd Mayweather didn't. Floyd Mayweather showed them how to do it. So it's good that fighters will see somebody at the top, and that's who they want to fight. But that's the way boxing should be. Now, like I said, that's the way it should be. But guess what? Boxing is no longer like that. Used to be like that, but it's not. If you go out here now, you hurt one of these boxers' feelings, guess what? They're not fighting you. Or they're going to make the stipulations be so big, or they want to give you 70, 80, 20. You know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true. That's just what happens, man. Boxers do that. So it's so good that Jermell Charlo calls out Canelo Alvarez, and he wants to fight him. He said, hey, just pick one of the Charlos. Both of us want to fight, which is cool. I would love to see that. But now, the question would be, which one would Canelo Alvarez fight? Now, me thinking, he probably would think, hey, it's safer to fight Jermell Charlo than Jermall Charlo, right? Because Jermell Charlo is a little bit smaller, fights at 154. If I can get him to come up and we agree to a fight, then guess what? I'm gonna be the bigger guy. So Canelo can probably handle those terms, you know what I mean? And then plus Canelo looks at it like, okay, you are undisputed at your weight class. It's undisputed up here. But you know what Canelo will do? Canelo will say, listen, man, I'm not making 154. You'll have to come up to 168 and we can do this. But, it'd be pretty cool if they met at 160. You know what I mean? If they could meet at 160 at a catch weight and make that happen, that would be a really good fight. I would love to see Jermell Charlo and Canelo bang that one out. That would be a good one. You know what I'm saying? I think Jermell Charlo will rise to the occasion. Plus, that you know what? Canelo used to fight at that weight. Canelo can't make it back down to that weight no more. So, hey, Canelo could probably dip down to 160 and then swell back up to 168. You know how that goes. But it'd be a really good fight. And Jermell Charlo said he wants it. But, hey, that's what I like about boxing. If a boxer calls out another boxer, give it to him. Why wouldn't Canelo not take that chance? Think about it. Two undisputed fighters fighting right now. What does Canelo got to lose? What are he going to do? Go back up and fight Bivol at 175? He's not going to fight Bivol at 175. He can fight Jermell Charlo at 160 at a catch weight, right? these two guys can go in there and bang that one out, and that'll give the fans what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? We want to see some good fighting. I would like to see Jermell Charlo being tested with somebody like Canelo Alvarez, right? He feels that what Canelo did the other day, he said, hey, I'll beat Canelo. He said, let my hand heal up. He said, I'll go knock Canelo out, and then I'll go knock that other guy out, meaning Tim Tszyu. He'll go ahead and knock Tim Tszyu out next. So why not let that happen? And he even said, why don't y'all go and say this and make that happen? Jermell Charlo, if somebody knows Jermell, push it out there. Jermell, we back you up on this channel. Win or lose, I like to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez, hey, who else you gonna fight? What you gonna do? Find another BJ Saunders, find another John Ryder. It's time for that. So hey, go pick on Jermell Charlo. Hey, I give you the thumbs up on that one. You know what I mean? Smaller fighter, but the fighter is undisputed, and he's challenging you. Same way Marky Garcia challenged Earl Spence. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Canelo challenged Jermell Charlo, so it's the other way around. Jermell Charlo challenged Canelo Alvarez, so Canelo Alvarez can say, "Hey, I accept, bro. I accept that." You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the fans would be like, "That's cool, right?" Well, not unless you guys think that Canelo walk all over him, because Canelo knows he can't just be going and getting slower. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Salute. He who greets with fire. Salute, champ. Glad you were in the building, man. Yeah, man. We were just talking a little bit about Jermell Charlo calling out. He calls out Canelo for undisputed. He said 2 undisputed fighters fight. Let's make that happen. And he said, let my hand heal. He said his hand is healing. He said, so guess what? I'll knock you out, and then I'll go knock out the other guy. So he was referring to Tim Tszyu. So it'd be a really good fight, man. I'm like, let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Now I would really I'd much rather see Canelo fight David Benavidez. It's not going to happen. Canelo's not going to fight David Benavidez. We know that. So he's not going to fight Jermell Charlo at 168. He's not going to fight him at that, right? So because he's going to say those guys don't bring nothing to the table. Well, guess what? Jermell Charlo brings undisputed. You have undisputed. Fight at a catch weight, right? Floyd Mayweather gave you a chance. Give another guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather gave you a shot at that, right? Be it right, be it wrong, whether you can whether you think you can walk all over Jermell Charlo or not. If you can, walk all over him. That's so be it. My thing is this. If a fighter say he's ready and he wants to step up to a fight like that, far be it for me to say that fighter shouldn't be able to get that shot, right? I like to see Jermell Charlo fight. I don't know. I guess I would like to see Canelo fight. Yeah, let him fight Canelo. I was just thinking, who else would Charlo fight next? Tim Tszyu. I don't really care too much about Tim Tszyu anyway. I just don't think Tim Tszyu is all that, even though he beat Tony Harrison, but that wasn't the Tony Harrison of old. Tony Harrison is this shell of himself from what he used to be. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on the outside of the ring. And maybe it's because when his father died, he hadn't totally got over that mentally. And maybe at this point in his career, it's the later part. It's starting to get to the close of his career. Maybe he just doesn't have that in him no more, where he has that desire to do all what he used to do. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's that. So, but Tim Tszyu versus Jermell Charlo, I got Jermell Charlo all day. You know what I'm saying? Jermell Charlo is hungry. He's not going in there to lay down. He ain't going out there to go be watching Alicia Baumgardner pretty self outside the ring and throwing his game off. So I blame Alicia Baumgardner for that. You know what I'm saying? I do. Because she was Miss Pretty sitting out there. And whatever she did to Tony Harrison, man, she done it to the guy, man. You know what I mean? He couldn't pull nothing off. He's supposed to be fighting because he got her in the corner. He should have knocked out Tim Tszyu. But anyway, we passed that. Yeah. Listen, I've never boxed. I've never been in a ring like that. But you put a belt up and you put Alicia Baumgardner right outside the ropes for me. Guess what? It's going down, bruh. Yo, show, salute. You watch the fight? Salute, Will P. Salute. Nah, sir, I didn't even watch it, man. I didn't watch it. I didn't get to get it because I told you I had a host, I had an event. And so nothing I could do. I missed it. But I didn't miss anything because, like I said, you remember when I said this the other day? I said Canelo fighting writers just like another BJ Saunders. I said it, and that's what it was. It was another BJ Saunders. It's exactly what it was. So I didn't care to see it, Will. I didn't. But this fight right here, I will watch at Jermell. Mel deserves a good payday, and there's not a lot of big name guys at 154. I agree with you. But and you know what? He who grease with fire. Let me tell you something. The other reason why I like that, because Jermell Charlo fought everybody. He cleaned out his division. You know what I'm saying? And every day, every time you turn around, it's gonna be a new guy. It's gonna be a new guy. What you do, just keep standing there until one is made, one is made, one is made. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see him fight Canelo. That would be a super payday. You know what I'm saying? And then Canelo can pick on a smaller guy. You know, that's how I look at it. Ryder was a warrior, yeah, but listen, Will. He might have been a warrior, but he didn't have enough. He didn't have enough artillery to stop Canelo. But we all knew that from the start. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that from the start. That's the problem. It ain't the fight problem with Ryder. It's the problem that Canelo chose to fight Ryder. It's funny how Canelo always says, "Man, them guys could be fighting each other, and I fight the best," right? You don't ever say that when you're fighting Ryder. You don't say that when you're fighting Triple G for the third time. You don't say that when you're fighting BJ Saunders, Caleb Smith. You don't say that when you're fighting those guys. You know what I'm saying? But you always say it every time David Benavidez's name is built up. Why did you pick Ryder than Benavidez? Said was getting the uppercut in? Yeah, man. Said Canelo looks like food out there, huh? Yeah, but you know what, man? A lot of these guys, a lot of them real boxers, been noticing the decline in Canelo for years and been knowing what Canelo's been doing for years. That's why they've been calling him out so hardcore. You know what I mean? He can't pull that crap with David Benavidez. Yeah, Will said he was getting the uppercut. Hey, but you know what though? Canelo, well, are you saying Canelo Ryder was getting the uppercut? Yeah, Ryder was a man though, but this is my point, Will. This is my point. He picks and chooses which Mandos he wants to fight. Jermell Charlo had been his mandatory for years. So was Andre. You know what I'm saying? You know, Canelo always does that. But at this, I would like to see that though. What's up, League of Legacy? Salute. Yeah, man. Canelo always throw the uppercut. He did BJ Saunders like that, and he did Caleb Plant like that. He threw that uppercut, I don't know how many times throughout the fight, and BJ Saunders bent his head down into an uppercut and got his nose broke. Got his nose broke or his jaw broke, something like that. Then when Canelo fought Plant, he kept throwing the uppercut, When Plant got tired, that's when he caught Plant with the uppercut. That's Canelo's go-to punch now, is the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? But we all knew that was going to happen, man. That's my only point. You know what I mean? It's always an excuse when somebody says Charlo, Andre, or Benavidez. But you don't have them same excuses with Ryder. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that same excuse with them guys. Said because the monster ain't no joke. Adrian Molina, salute. Yeah. Yeah, man. We ain't talking about that. So League of Legacies. So what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that Canelo, for all you guys, do y'all think Canelo should give Jermell Charlo a chance since Jermell Charlo calling him out? Oh, Ryder was sneaking the uppercut in and it seemed like it was working. Yeah. But you know what though? I didn't get to watch the fight. I did listen to the commentary. I was getting on there, listening to other people's lives and listening to it. And from the way they made it sound was it was a one-sided fight through the whole fight. And that, you know, that's how they felt. Yeah. They open to it. Yeah. He agrees with fire. Yeah. Listen. You're right. He done been out for a while, and they like, yeah. Now he's telling me, I think they say he might come in and fight Jaime Munguia first, but hey, my point is this: if Jermell Charlo been out the ring that long, give him a shot. If he doesn't mind getting dropped. Hey, listen. My point is this: if Jermell Charlo is asking for it, give it to him. Said Karma posted the call out. You gonna watch it? Yeah. I watched that. I watched that. Yeah, I watched that call out. Hey, I ain't gonna ruin it for you. Well, you know, but go check it out. It's some good stuff in there. You know what I mean? But Jermell stood on what he said. He said, "Hey, one of us. I want you to fight one of us." You know what I'm saying? So you guys go check that out. Karma posted it. Y'all go check out Karma's channel And you guys will see that on there. But my point is this: if he asked for it, let it happen. Marquise Williams, salute. He said Canelo should just give up them belts. He had literally nowhere else to go. Yep. Ryder was his last out. Mandatory. Yep. Moral and Benavidez. But they'll find another cop out, like a Berlango fight. Listen, they already working that anyway. But he might say, hey, I'll go give Jermell Charlo, because he probably feels like Jermell is a smaller fighter and he can dominate him, right? I'm all for that one, bro. I'm all for it. You know? I know it's an uphill battle for Jermell Charlo, because Canelo can box. Canelo's a bigger guy. But if you asking for it, give it to him. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. If he does not get Jermell Charlo out of there by the 9th or 10th round where he starts getting tired, it is OV for him. And guess what? Jermell won't be sitting back letting him play those games the rest of the night. Jermell ain't letting that happen. But I would love to see that happen. God, listen, he said we need to push for that. What weight would Charlo fight be at? Hey, you know what? They could do a catch weight at 160. You know what I mean? Meet at 160. I'm sure Jermell will do that. So, yeah, if he steps in that ring with Jermell, it's gonna be curtains. Yeah. Jermell gonna have to go. Listen, all Jermell gotta do is make sure them 6 pounds don't get him too. Don't put up too. Well, you know what? They can meet at 160, so he can come in lighter. All right. Go ahead, Adrian. KTB, salute. The PBC was talking to the judge, making them change scorecards. That and all PD users getting out of hand. Yeah, I agree with that, but I didn't know the WBC had them changing their scorecards. Where'd you see that at? If you see that, you gotta send me a link. Hey, listen, if anybody got to send me a link or something they want to share with me, look down in the description. You'll see a link and it goes to my Instagram. So just send it over to my Instagram. That way I check it out. But yeah, KTB, I like to see that. Yeah, but definitely what you said, KTB, they definitely need to, somebody needs to oversee it, for real. They need to clean up the whole damn boxing, for real. They need to make sure these fighters are fighting, make sure everybody's getting PD tested. And when they come out with these situations like Conor Ben and all that, they should be making excuses for them. The drop, salute. Yeah. But either way, I would listen. I'm telling y'all right now, that would be an awesome fight. You talking about something that'll bring in some money? Charlo versus Canelo will bring in some serious money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Adrian in the super chat. Appreciate you, Adrian. Appreciate you, man. In the cash app, Adrian. Thanks, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, Adrian. Appreciate it. He said, we need an oversight board to watch these sanctioning bodies. Yeah, we do. But see, this is the thing. With it. You see what the WBC said, that if they're stepping in about the Bivol fight, they don't want to sanction a Bivol fight because Bivol is from Russia. That's what WBC is saying now. They don't want to support that. So that throws a whole wrench in all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you're saying. You said he turned down the PBC offer for 2 catch weight fights with Charlo and Spence. It was supposedly was worth 100 million, 50 per fight with the PBC, but Canelo declined, supposedly signed back. Oh, I don't know if it's that same one you talking about, but they did offer. I don't know about that one, but I think that they offered a fight with David Benavidez and Jermell Charlo, and Canelo turned it down and took less money and fought Bivol and Triple G for the 3rd time. Now that happened. Now, if what you said happened, I don't really, maybe I done forgot about that one. They need to hit with fines and bans. Right now, if you get caught taking PD, yeah. Don't let you go to the ice cream truck. Yeah, for a strawberry shortcake. Yeah. Listen, League of Legacies. You are 100% right about that. Listen, they need to do something about that. When you got people like Connor being, but I'm telling you something, man. It's something to that. Why is it every time you turn around, a DAZN fighter keeps getting caught with PEDs and they keep letting them off the hook? You know what I'm saying? Dillian White got let off the hook so much it's not even funny, man. You know what I mean? Dillian White got let off the hook for so long, it ain't even funny, man. Said, that's the WBC run interference for Canelo. Yeah, of course they did. That's why they came up with the franchise belt. That was to help him out. The drop said, you think Charlo, Canelo do over 1 million pay-per-view buys? I think do. I think so too. Listen, it will, especially that he's undisputed. Jermell Charlo is undisputed. So it'll be undisputed versus undisputed. They can make that work. Yeah, that'd be a good one. That's just like blaming the district for one bad cop. Let Bivol light that dude up. Same outcome, different day. I got Bivol over Cinnamon. Hey, Adrian, I agree with you, bruh. Listen. They already let him fight. You see what I'm saying? Now they didn't sanction that, but they let the dude fight. You know what I mean? Listen, and Beterbiev is from, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Beterbiev from Russia, but he was up in Canada. So he's by way of Canada, some kind of way, but he's still Russian. You know, the WBC just needs to step out of that at this point in time. You know what I mean? You know, it ain't Bivol that's doing it. It's his country. It ain't like he sat at home. He over here fighting, earning a living, you know, doing that kind of stuff. Do we hold that against that dude? I don't hold that against Bivol, for real. Bivol and Cinnamon should fight, like you said. And Bivol gonna beat him. But Bivol said he don't want to fight Canelo at 175. He's saying 168. So who is Canelo gonna fight next? Will he fight Bivol at 168? Because see, Bivol wants to fight him at 168 because Bivol's like, look, if we fight at 168, then I can get all the belts. I can become undisputed. If we fight at 175, y'all just gonna say I'm too big. I get nothing out of it. And he don't get a lot of money. Yeah, he fights out of Montreal. Yeah. But he's from Russia. He's born. He's Russian. Yeah, they don't. But listen, man, it ain't these fighters, man. It ain't these fighters. So my point is this: let politics be politics. These dudes are fighting, and he ain't out. You know what I'm saying? Let the dude fight, man. That's how I look at it. Because it ain't punishing. Think about it. It ain't punishing Russia. It ain't punishing Vladimir Putin. It ain't punishing him. Let the dude fight, man. My point is this. Out of all the things that the WBC stands up for, why is they taking a big stance on this? But they didn't take a big stance on PEDs like they should have. Boxers have died in the ring. When you use PEDs, you get an unfair advantage. So you hitting harder, you faster, all kind of stuff that goes on that gives you an advantage. And that's a sport where people get killed. The WBC went back and tried to change what they changed some of it for Computerol. You can have a little Computerol in your system because they said it came out in your meat. Canelo is a millionaire. He could have got his meat transported in. He could have done his training camp in 6 months up at Big Bear. He's got a place in San Diego, right? It's either San Diego or San Francisco. He's got a place, right? He could have went up there and trained. Said drop the belts and fight. Yeah, that would be good. Just let them two guys fight, but then they don't get the credit they deserve. But I mean, I just think they need to stay the hell out of it. WBC needs to stay out of it. Yeah, I support it too, man. I support that too. My thing is this: these boxers put their life on the line and they out there fighting, right? And the sanction bodies and all the other people make money off of that, right? Because the bigger Canelo name goes, when he fought Bivol, it still helped Canelo out, right? So they all making money some kind of way, you know? So WBC is Canelo's blanket. Canelo won't fight him at 168. We know this. We can now see Nelo's move. He got to fight a fighter, boxer, or walk away. Yep. Hey, Adrian, it's over for him. But if he fights Jermell Charlo, I'm all for it because Jermell Charlo called him out. You know what I'm saying? I can't find a clip. But if anybody see the fight before Canelo, the ref calls a slip and Mauricio Sulaiman makes the ref change it to a knockdown. Oh, did he? Oh, I had to see that. Hey, KTB said, anybody after I got it, y'all let me know and y'all send it in. Karma, salute, Queen, salute. Hey, Karma, they said you posted that video up about Jermell Charlo was calling out Canelo. Yeah, I saw it earlier, and I know Will people said he's gonna go check your stuff out. And so yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Will say he just checked it out. Yeah, anybody else ain't seen it, go to Karma's page, man. She posted it. So anybody ain't seen it yet, go check it out on her page. She said nothing wrong with a little tainted meat. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah. Said Canelo can't run anymore. That's why he wants. Yeah. He has nothing to lose, losing against the bigger man, and he can still keep all his belts. Yeah, that's right, Marquise. That's exactly what he's trying to do, which is wrong. Which is wrong, man. Which is wrong. You know. But listen, he's still playing with fire because what it does is it makes Bivol more confident. And if Bivol knocks him out at 175, that could change your whole career, bro. That changes the whole thing up. So when I don't understand the inconsistency in the punishment, Big Baby was banned for 4 years. Conor Ben, I'm hearing, can't do nothing in the UK or America, but Valdez got the But see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Mauricio Sulaiman, he's been protecting Canelo's camp for a while, man. He has, man. He made that franchise belt. And whatever happened to the franchise belt? Do y'all ever hear about the franchise belt anymore? Y'all ever hear about that? Nope, you don't really hear about that. Funny now that Devin's got the franchise belt, you don't hear about the franchise belt no more. Remember, Mauricio was let it all take over. The only two people ever had it was Canelo and Loma. How the hell does that work? You make a new belt that you try to take over to make fighting better, but the only two people you give a belt to is Canelo and Loma. And you remember when he first gave him the belt, he said it's a destination, it's a designation, and it can't be transferred. Then when Loma lost to Teofimo Lopez, oh yeah, it can be transferred. They just making shit up as they go, man. So I think Canelo has one fight left. I think he's getting down to the bare minimum because he's gonna have to fight some people to get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? So he might take that Jermell Charlo fight. Hey, but it'd be good if they take it at a catch weight. She said those are Mauricio's babies. Yeah, they are. They are, man. They really are. Mauricio Sulaiman has been doing that for them guys for the longest, man. But I understand, I understand what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's Mexican. He's looking out for Mexico, So the Mexican fighters, he's giving them a shot, He's giving them a shot, which is cool, Give them a shot. I mean, I guess it's cool. What can I say? I don't own a sanctioning body. I don't approve of that. I say keep it fair across the board. But hey, what do I know? I guess that's cool, Because the fans are going for it, We got to figure out a way where we don't, you know what I'm saying? Go for that. Canelo, he said Canelo seems like the type to retire and not give Benavidez a passing of the torch. He is not fighting Benavidez. It ain't happening, bro. It is not happening. It's not happening. See, this is the thing. He won't lose to Benavidez like that. Listen, if he loses, he will get destroyed by Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? It's either going to be he wins or he gets destroyed by Benavidez. It's no in between when you're fighting Benavidez. Benavidez comes to knock you out and destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Plant was getting beat. Plant took some punishment, But I don't know if Canelo can take that kind of punishment at his age. I mean, not his age, at the way he's been moving now. They keep saying Canelo is old. Canelo's 32 years old. Now, I know in boxing years, he's a little dated because he had 300, what's the name? Said, are you saying both Charlos need to fight soon? Yeah. They both got some fights coming up. Well, I know, I think Jamal might have a fight coming up. I think they say he might be fighting Jaime Munguia. He said he giving them a shot, literally. The all on PEDs. How are you got 4 people in your training camp on PEDs and still got, yeah. Listen, listen, man. Hey, everybody in that camp caught some kind of PED. Just, you know, I'm not putting that. I'm saying, and Reese lost a lot of weight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what it was. I'm not saying. Could be. Not sure. Definitely put Canelo. I'll definitely put it on them. Tell me I got it in the tea. I don't know what kind of damn tea that was, but they get away with it. That's my point, you know? And then people think you hating on them. That's the thing that irritates me the most. If you call a fighter out like Canelo, I'm hating on Canelo. I'm the one that you hear all the time advocating for Dillian White to be kicked out of the sport. I didn't say Canelo needs to be kicked out of the sport. You know what I mean? I never said that. But I did say Dillian White should be kicked out of the sport, you know, because Dillian White got caught a few times. You know what I'm saying? Then the A sample and the B sample and all of that. But it's funny how we can't really go off on Canelo's camp as bad, you know, without going off on Eddie Hearn's team. Because Eddie Hearn's team keeps getting caught with crazy stuff and getting away with it. Conor Ben got caught with PDs, and they saying they tell me he ate too many eggs. That's bull, man. That's bull. He was on that amphetamine. Yeah, he was on something. Yeah, say he made it calling out the ref. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'll check it out. But yeah, man, think about that. Listen, I eat eggs every morning, man. Every morning I have 3 boiled eggs, and I take the yolk out. And y'all have heard me say this before, right? I take the yolk out, right? Where the hell is my PED to help me get in shape? I'm paying for eggs, but it's not getting me in shape. You know? Why the hell is that? You know, do I got to go to the local grocery store and say, hey, can y'all give me the eggs that's got PEDs in it? Because I eat a lot of eggs. You know what I mean? I take the yolk out because, you know, the yolk ain't really bad for you, but eating them every day like that, I just want the egg whites, right? Have that, have a little bit of cereal, right? Do that every single morning. And you don't see my 10-pack coming back. You don't see that. You don't see none of that. You know? Where do you get the eggs that's got the PED in it? Do they sell at a health food store? Where the hell do you get that? Said Ben is done and not letting that man fight. I thought they said they was getting out of it. He just said only in Mexico. Yeah. Hey, that's what I want. I'm gonna go keep getting my hamburgers with eggs on it. I'm gonna keep eating boiled eggs in the morning. Then I'm gonna get some eggs imported from Mexico because I want my eggs with the PED in it. I want to get in shape too. Why the hell that don't happen to all of us? Where's that tea at? I want that tea too. Karma said, said being full of shit. Yeah, he sure is. I want that too, man. I'm getting tea. Listen. I know y'all think I'm BSing. I drink tea every morning. They got this tea that's got eucalyptus and some other stuff in it. It's good for like if you got acid reflux and all that. I drink that tea every morning. It's got eucalyptus and something like that in it. It's got some other ones, right? It's made by medical something. It's like a natural tea, right? It's a natural tea. And I drink tea every morning. But I'm like, where did Valdez get that tea? I want that damn tea for me. I want the tea and the eggs. So when I'm eating my eggs, drinking my tea, and steak, I'll take a little bit of steak too. I eat steak. I went to Ruth Chris a few times. I wonder does Ruth Chris have PEDs in their steak? Because I go to Ruth Chris. See, Americon said he pop positive. Yeah. Oh, Americon said he shook someone's hand and popped pasta. Man, I do dabs. I do knuckles. Hey, Karma, can I do fist bump and catch it? I mean, and get PEDs? Play football at a high level years ago and I always eat eggs and never popped hot. I've never popped either. Now, I've never had to go take them drug tests, but I've never saw the side effects either. Like I came out, my stomach came all the way back. Dude, my stomach still got that little bit of extra fat around it. You know what I mean? I cut back and do all of that. And I'm eating eggs, drinking the tea, I'm eating steak, but I'm not getting the effect of PEDs. I want the PEDs. Said I had a 6-pack, worked my way to a 10. Now age caught up now. Yeah. He said, now I got a 12-pack. Yeah, I used to have a 10-pack too. I had muscles on top of muscles when I ran track. You know what I mean? Now I'm eating eggs and all that, and I don't get none of that shit. None of it, man. So now what I gotta do, shake hands. So this would have happened. I'm gonna have steak and eggs in the morning with a tea. Later on in the evening, I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hands. I'll do that for 2-3 days a week for the next 6 weeks, and then see if my 6-pack will come back from the PEDs that came out of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Because how these cats doing it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, and boar meat. Haven't had boar meat? Maybe I can order in boar meat. I went to Ted's. Ted has buffalo. You think the buffalo got it in there? Someone touched American's chin with a glass cup. They did something, man. He got a glass chin, man. Sad, but it's true, man. But I don't know what's going on, man. All I know is, listen, people pop dirty. They not regulating the damn sport. And hey, you know, it's crazy, man. But Mauricio Suleiman let that happen. But he will not sanction them guys. But he's going to go sanction Bivol. You know what I'm saying? How is the WPC is going to hold Bivol to account because of what Putin is doing, right? What about all the stuff America does? You going to hold all our fighters to that? America do a lot of crazy shit. So you going to hold our fighters accountable? Yes, get swole back, shaking all them hands. Hell yeah. I wonder if you can get a hug too when it happen. The drop said, hey man, he said, bro, I just got some PED from all that talking you doing. Yeah, man. Yeah. Everybody getting PEDs. Yeah. But ain't none of us in shape, bro. None of us in shape like that. Man, we gotta get some of them PD handshakes and hugs and eggs and bacon. Maybe they got it at McDonald's, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. But Mauricio Suleiman, he's going to hold Bivol that. All right, here we go.
Sure.
To accept, press 1.
Showboating Sports, man, you are on, Gerald.
What's up with it?
Hey, what's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. Did you see where Floyd said he was about to come out with his own belt?
No, I haven't seen. I've been hearing rumors of people saying Floyd said that.
Okay, yeah. He I forgot. I think it was like Fight Hype or something like that. He was talking to him, and he was like, he says too many. He being consistent, saying that there's too many belts in there, and like you got interim champion, all these other champions and stuff like that. So his plan is to come out with a belt, and if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be like one belt, and it's supposed to supersede all the other ones. I thought that was a really smart business move, and not only business move, but a good for boxing, because everybody looks for Floyd's approval.
Right.
And if he comes out with his own belt, what other, approval is? It's almost like he's creating the doghouse in the bigger way, across boxing. So yeah, I thought that was real smart. And then since he always talked about being clean in boxing, like you said, the WBC, man, they are notorious for they move the goalposts whenever they please for whoever, they favor. So, it's a win-win for Floyd to do that in perfect timing too.
Yeah.
You think it'll work out.
I used to say that about Al Heyman. I was like, I wish Al would come out with a belt.
Yeah.
I like Floyd, but sometimes Floyd starts. Let me say this. It's like Tank. I like Tank, but sometimes Floyd goes the money route more than he goes, you know what I'm saying? But I can't say he'll do that with boxing, because Floyd has been an advocate for clean boxing, right? So I will give him credit on that. But the thing about it is, I hope that Floyd don't let some of his personal politics get in the middle of anything. You know what I mean? Because you know how Floyd is. Oh, I run this, I run that. But as long as he stays out of the way and let the belt do what it do, but keep it clean and stay on top of it, where he's not saying, well, you know how they do. They have a disdain for top ranked fighters and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? But if they get a belt out there and they keep it clean, I'm all for it. But we never know until it comes out. So yeah, I'm for seeing it.
Right on.
But they gotta let something else go because you can't have 5 belts.
Yeah, true. I think he said something else. I'm gonna have to find the clip again, but I think that I think he said it up perfect for a Tank versus Shakur or Haney type of ordeal. And in that weight class, I don't know about 147, but I think he definitely set it up for Tank because Tank is beltless. And you know, he also get those Tanks in his fees too for having a belt. On Jermell Charlo calling out Canelo, Canelo being dying in the sport, and I don't think he will, but to have that last bang and that last, like, to me, Canelo should go out fighting the Jermell Charlo because of the attention it would bring. Last, like, big, you know what I mean, rodeo, like, ticket sales going to be there. Everybody going to be hype about it. Yeah, let that be your last fight right out in the sunset, win, lose, or draw. Cool. But I don't think Canelo going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think so. But he should, though, because Jermell is a smaller fighter. So he should think, hey, he's a smaller fighter. I'll pick on him. He's because he can use Undisputed as a crutch, you know what I mean, as an excuse. He can say, hey, he's got belts. Because people gonna say, well, why don't you pick the bigger Charlo, Jermall? He can say Jermall ain't got a belt. He can use that as an excuse. He ain't undisputed. You know what I mean? Jermall got a belt, but he don't have undisputed belts. You see what I'm saying? So I can see that happening. I would love to see it because win or lose, it doesn't matter to me because Jermell Charlo asked for it. Now, if Canelo was chasing after him, I would be like, Canelo, that's wrong. But no, it'd be like Earl Spence and Mikey. Mikey was like, hey, I see something.
That's facts, Jermell is giving him that way out. Like you said, exactly. He's giving him that way out. You know what I mean? We can, you know, I mean, it's a win-win. Jermell going to go to a higher level. Canelo's going to go out on the bang. You know, like I said, win, lose, or draw. It's going to be a good match. He'll make the ring smaller like he did for Ryder. You know, he's going to throw in all his stipulations and stuff like that. He already got most of the advantages. All you got to do in that, all he has to do is go in there and perform. But I'll be rocking with Mill all day, every day.
I would pull for Jermell, but the thing about it is listen, you won't hear me make one excuse. Jermell, listen, if let's say Jermell goes in there and just gets beat up, ran through, which I don't think so, but let's just say hypothetically he did, correct? I won't open my mouth and say Canelo was a bigger fighter, Canelo was wrong, because it was Jermell Charlo that asked for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. When a smaller fighter asks for the fight, I'm all for it, right? Let's see what you got.
Cool.
But listen, let's say he loses. I take my hat off to him because he challenged himself, right? Now, if Canelo challenged him, I'd be like, that's kind of screwed up. But nah, Canelo minding his own business. You want some smoke? Give him some smoke.
That's true. That's true. And it's, like you said, it's better than fighting them all. You know what I mean? Not necessarily style-wise, but like you said, Mel is undisputed. It's better than fighting Spence. You know, Spence got a big name, but like you said, Spence is, I don't say way smaller than Mel, but people will look at it like, man, I mean, it's a catch-22 kind of in my people. If Canelo was to choose Spence, they'd be like, man, it's kind of, he's too small, or you know what I mean? Like, why you pass everybody else up to the fault Mal or Mel, my bad. But then, like you said, Mel called him out. There's no, I mean, I can't say there's no reason not to, but yeah, that's a lot of money on the play.
Dude, that's a lot of money.
I'll be interested.
That would be
a lot of money.
That's a lot.
What? Both of them, man. I will also be interested to see how Mel and Third James are prepared for a Canelo. Canelo don't have the best footwork, but he is strong enough to, you know what I mean? He'll hurt you. But it'd be super interesting to see how they prepare for Canelo. Maybe, I don't know. How do you think Mel would approach a Canelo fight?
It's hard to say because Derrick James, man, he would have to break that down a little bit. I think one of the biggest things is Jermell Charlo has a hell of a jab, so you're gonna see a whole lot coming off that jab, and he's gonna have to stay on Canelo the whole time and not give Canelo a rest, so that way by the time 8th, 9th round comes, they can tire Canelo out.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, Canelo gonna gas. I wonder if they catch him. Is it is Canelo guy. He got a he do this. I might be mistaken, but it's either Canelo or Charlo. When they getting set, they kind of tap their toe on the ring. Have you ever seen that?
Hadn't really paid too much attention there, huh? Right before they
Okay.
set, they do their toe down.
Yeah. It's like a real they'll set and then like they'll tap they toe, and it's like it's a weird thing. But I wonder if it's Canelo, I wonder if they'll capitalize on something small like that, because Canelo don't have the best footwork. But it might be Charlie. It's one of them that do this, but it's just different because most people don't do that. But yeah, man. I think that Canelo should take Mel up on his offer. It'll give him I won't say easy out, but it'll give him an easy out for as far as the excuse for not fighting Benavidez, Maul, and all these other guys. He's undisputed. He can bypass all them people, get his last payday, and then do exhibition like Floyd, because he's been trying to copy Floyd's strategy for a minute. Do that, and then I don't think he would still have the flack on his name for the Pez and all that kind of stuff, and not fighting really the great the best competition. But at least you went out on a solid name on the end. You know what I'm saying? So it might ease that blow a little bit. But yeah, that's it, man. I ain't gonna talk long, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. And I'll be back in the chat.
All right, man. All right, catch you in the chat. Appreciate you, man.
All
right. Yeah. Hey, Adrian. I saw what you said, Adrian. Adrian said that he went to visit a friend in jail, shook his hand, and then they said he had weed on it. He got through buying a Coke. Yeah, man, it happens, man. Money is dirty, man. You know, a lot of times when people was counting money back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, people was touching a lot of money, and they was getting having cocaine in their system. Money had a whole lot of cocaine on it back then. I don't know if it still does now. I say it might have stuff from people getting pills and all that stuff on there now. But yeah, they used to have cocaine. A lot of people it was in a lot of people's system off of that. Yep. See, I feel Canelo is going to take the boo-boo fight before Charlo. Benavidez. It's an easier fight than them two. I still think Canelo loses, but Canelo go a lot of money. Yeah, doesn't need money fights. Yeah, he got a lot of money. He don't need no money fights. He gonna look for a safer fight on the way out. But listen, it's still gonna be a money fight. You know what I'm saying, Marquise? If whoever Canelo fights, he fights somebody with a big name, and you fight Jermell, and Jermell is undisputed, and y'all can work that out and get a catch weight. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Bivol was a miscommunication. I mean, a miscalculation. My bad, miscalculation. Yeah, you're right. Listen, Lee, that's the same thing I've been saying. I try to say, see, people think I'm talking bad about Bivol when I say Bivol was a cherry pick, because Canelo felt like, I'm going to pick this dude. I'm going to beat him. He got a pretty good record. I'm going to beat him. Canelo thought that he was going to do that, right? He wasn't trying to challenge himself. He figured, I'll go take that easy money from Bivol. I'll win a belt up at 175. Then I'll go fight Triple G. It's all good. That's what he thought he was going to skate through it. But it was a miscalculation. And I'm not talking down on Bivol. Bivol only had, 19, 20 fights back then? So Canelo thought it was going to be a fight that he was just, be challenged a little bit, but stop the guy. He said, due to Jamal's inactivity, I'll take Nello. Jermell too small. Nello not coming down. Hey, Adrian, you might be right, but that's why I said they might do it at a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? Because Canelo can't make 154. That's not going to happen. But and Jamal, like you say, he's been inactive. Yeah, he really has. But that's when Canelo will take the fight. Yeah. But Canelo will take that fight, but you never know. But this is my point. This is my point with that, y'all. I feel Jermell done took too much time off. I think he needs a couple of tune-up fights, get himself back in there, see where he's at, right? But if he's asking for the fight, give him the fight. Yeah. Said them dollars from From the bars, yeah, from strip bars, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, money is nasty, man. But yeah, man, if Jermell asking for, I mean, yeah, Jermell asked for it, give it to him. Yeah. He said he got partials in his mouth. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. He said he got partials in his mouth. And that stuff said he was looking down, thought they knocked his teeth out. He said that when he drives, he has a problem with that wall and it scares him. You know what I mean? And you got to be going through hell when you get flipped out of a car. Then you sitting at a red light and then some kid smashes you and could have killed you too. That is double PTSD, bruh. You almost lose your life. Then you turn right around and get into another freakish car wreck. You scared of cars at that point. So Earl said when he drives down the interstate, he got to stay in the middle of the lane. He gets to that wall, he starts freaking out. Yeah, Charlo big. Charlo is bigger than Bivol. Like Charlo's taller than Bivol. Him and Benavidez taller than Bivol. You know? And they licking their chomps. You know what I mean? Listen, they've been licking their chomps on Canelo. They like, if Bivol gave you, because you remember, I don't know if y'all know this. I know some of you guys do, but Bivol and Benavidez, they were sparring partners. That's why Benavidez was like, man, he said, I don't want to say nothing bad about Bivol. He said, but I want to fight Bivol. He done sparred him a lot. That's why Canelo does not, listen, Canelo not touching Benavidez. He already knows that they've been sparring and that how much Benavidez got, he beat Bivol and them, what's names? It is sparring, you know what I'm saying? He gave him good work. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Adrian, in the cash app. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that. He said, you ain't lying. I was in a car accident as a passenger once and was messed up for a while. When I get in a car and someone else is dropped. Yeah, I say so. Man, that stuff has traumatic stuff on you, man. You know what I'm saying? So imagine getting thrown out. Then he said that when he was trying to get in shape, his hips was hurting real bad. Said he couldn't hardly run. He said he just hurt real bad. And that's probably why he ain't letting himself get out of shape too, because he feels just how much better he is. You know what I'm saying? He said Jermell should be the promoter manager for Lions Only. He seems like he has lost a lot of his fire in boxing. O'Reilly seems like a real cool dude. Yeah, I say the same thing, Gerald. Gerald, I say the same thing about Jermell. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's as hungry as he was. I don't know, because time he was going to court. Y'all remember all that? We got to see that though. All right, Adrian, man. Good night, man. Appreciate you, man. Salute, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, Adrian. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, man. You have a good night, man. Catch up with you tomorrow. But yeah, man, I seen that, and I want to see some more. I want to see some more of those fights. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some more of those fights with Jermell just to see how he's doing. You know what I mean? Because they say he might fight Jaime Munguia. He said, yeah, come on with it. Let's just jump on in there. He's talking a good game. But something else too. They seeing all this money on the table. They see it. Sometimes that can help you light your fire. When you see somebody like Gervonta Tank Davis pack out that arena, that money coming in, and you always on the same road. Jermell was on the same road when he was knocking people out. You remember there was a time when Jermell was the one that they was like, oh, he's the best, before Jermell got undisputed. They looked at as Jermell as being the one. Now it's like it's flipped. So it can easily come back. It's just, I guess you got to start getting some out, what you need out of it, and start getting away from what's going on outside the ring and come on with it. Yeah, he said, I hate to see Maul go in there and get demolished. They have to deal with these trolls. Yeah. Hey, but listen, trolls gonna mess with him anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trolls gonna mess with him anyway. So he got to get past that. Said once a fighter made a certain amount of money, they start being cool with sitting around and waiting on a big money fight. They rather sit out and wait. Yeah, you're right. But sometimes sometimes Marquise, they sit out of some of them fights that they know are dangerous, that they're not gonna get nothing out of it. Like take for instance Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney's got all the belts, right? But Tank Davis got the bigger name. So he gonna want to fight Tank because he's gonna get more money and he's gonna get those accolades that come with Tank. You see what I'm saying? Now you fight Shakur Stevenson, it's like, what are you gonna get? I would rather, if I'm Devin, I'm chasing after Tank. You know what I'm saying? So because you could lose either one of those fights. So I'm gonna go with the fight with the biggest, that the juice is gonna be worth the squeeze. So that's what it comes down to, you know? So that's why a lot of them guys don't want, they're like, man, why I'm gonna fight? Because think about it this way. Think about it this way. No matter who Jermell has fought, they still say Jermell hadn't fought nobody. Matter of fact, he ain't fought nobody, so he don't deserve to fight Canelo. So when does he get to fight Canelo? Because you remember Canelo said Boo Boo Andre is a boring fighter. So let's say Jermall fought Boo Boo and beat him. Canelo still wouldn't fight him. So you beat Andre, you're not really getting, you trying to beat the face of boxing. I get it. I'm not saying them guys should keep dodging each other. I think it's time for them guys to fight because Canelo's not going to fight them. So let me put that out there. But in the sport of boxing, you're supposed to chase after who's the best. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And that's what you got to do. See, they might take fights like Jamal. Yeah, but they made a little bit of money. I don't think them cats are broke. Jamal sound like he got them family issues and ex-wife. Jamal didn't get a divorce, did he? Jamal's still married, ain't he? Him and his wife are high school sweethearts. Yeah, he said, told Jermell go. Yeah, because Canelo's going to say everything he can to make them guys fight each other and try to cancel them out because he don't want to fight none of the three. Think about it. Canelo played coy so long that Andre Ward is not even in the game no more, right? So he dodged Andre Ward. Triple G did too. So now you got Jamal, Benavidez, and Andre. And Canelo will not fight any of those guys, but he will fight Ryder, Caleb Smith, BJ Saunders. He'll fight everybody else. But when you say, well, why don't you fight them guys? Man, I fight everybody. Man, them guys just need to stop waiting on a payday. Well, then why did you say that about Ryder? Did you hear Canelo come out of his mouth and say Ryder? Because they can say, oh, that was my mandatory. So was Jermell. So was Jamal. So was Boo Boo Andre. Those two guys was his mandatory. He never fought any one of those guys. Oh, those guys, they're boring fighters, man. They boring. You a boring fighter right now. Canelo's not an exciting fighter no more. He didn't go in there and do nothing that you were so impressed with. We already knew he was going to beat him. We knew he was going to beat BJ Saunders. We knew he was going to beat Rocky Fielding. We knew all of that. So what makes Canelo exciting? Because he goes in and throws some uppercuts? I ain't seen nothing exciting about that dude, man. Oh, well, he might have. I don't know. I never thought Jermell, Mel. Oh, okay. Mel called her. I don't know. Because I thought Jamal and his wife was high school sweethearts. So I don't think he even went through a divorce. I don't. I know he was going through the court date and because it was a family member that tried to say that he put his hands on him. So, but all that stuff got dismissed and all that stuff. So, and then he hurt his back. You remember he was going to that fight. He had a muscle pull or something was going on with his back. He had to pull out of that fight. So he had been out of boxing a good while. So I don't know what's going on with him outside the ring, but hopefully he get that in order, man. Yeah, Canelo, man. Listen, Canelo, somebody just got to be in there with a little bit of punching power and with a motor. And we'll see a difference. You know what I mean? So that's what I'd like to see. I would love to see that. You know? But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, guys. I got to get up in the morning. Got to get out and get some stuff done. So if you guys are new to the channel, Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and share. And you guys that are returning to the channel, man, thank you guys for coming in, kicking it with us. We all come in, we talk our stuff, and we stand on it. I appreciate all you guys for supporting the channel, for coming in here and going back and forth with it, man. So y'all have a good night, man. We say what we say, and we stand on it. That's straight up, no chaser. We'll be back on tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's how we get down. So y'all have a good one, guys. Peace, fight, fam. I'm out.